What's goody? What's the goody? What's the goody? What's Ooh, let me put some light on. Ooh, this is I don't know how I feel about this lighting. But I miss y'all. Thank y'all for the love. Let me stop, y'all. I'm a mess. I'm a whole mess. It's about 11:43 p.m. on the East Coast, and your girl is tired, all right? Tired, but it was also worth it. I'm I had an amazing 40th birthday. Look at my nails, y'all, my Disney nails. You see it? Me and my wife, we got matching Disney nails. So she did French mani tip. And then we had the little Mickey ears. She put it on her ring finger and thumb. I only just did it on my ring fingers. Um, yeah, I know I'm a little bit extra, but you know what? I gotta be extra. Okay, always gotta be extra. And it's Disney, you know? Thank you so much. So my birthday was yesterday, July 22nd. I'm a Cancer, the last day of Cancer. Now we are in Leo season. Yes, it's a cusp, but I don't identify as a Leo at all. Cancer through and through, the good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. If you believe in that stuff. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So yeah, so my birthday trip has been really good. We did three theme parks. One day, ooh, that's my wife. Hold on, I believe one day, we did. My feet hurt. Y'all, my feet hurt. Disney is no joke.
Who you talking to?
I'm on live. Why is
Oh, hey.
the Oh, Disney
Can I
is
take this back down? It's
what?
so cool or you hot?
I've had it. I turned it up because
It
I
was
was
cold?
cold. Yeah.
Okay.
You hot?
No.
Oh, okay. But
It was warm.
no, you good. So Disney's no joke. I ain't a young spring chicken anymore. Okay, because when I tell you, my body is in pain. My feet hurt so bad, and I wore sneakers. Like I wasn't trying to do the most. I wasn't, trying to be that girl. My outfit was cute though, but I made sure I was like, ooh, I gotta upload this video. I'm gonna upload this video. Gotta upload this video of my unboxing sneaker review. Um, so this is like probably, so I'm sure, I don't know if it was the sneaker that I got, the Nike sneaker that I was wearing. But it's for hiking, right? But I really feel like it's only for hiking. I really feel like it's not for long walks. So I'm in the market to buy a new walking sneaker. If you have any recommendation, because soon as I get back home, I'm still on vacation. Soon as I get back home, oh, my glasses is crooked, y'all. Ooh, y'all see that? Hold on. My glasses is crooked. I don't know. But anyway, soon as I get back home, I'm going ham on my weight loss journey. Like I need to get serious. I need to get serious. If this so far week has been any indicator, go ham. Like I already lost, I think about like 10 pounds. If y'all new here, y'all don't know. I am on an Ozempic journey. I've been on Ozempic for like a minute now, like four to 6 months, and I've only lost 10 pounds. But Ozempic is not a magic pill. Like it does suppress your appetite, but you're supposed to still work out, right? And I haven't been able to work out all the time, but I got a car. Okay, if y'all been rocking with me, y'all know I got a car now. I was just a one car household. So I got a car. So I'm like, okay, now I can actually get my own gym membership because before I was just walking around my neighborhood. But it gets hot in Georgia. Hot. All right. So I wasn't doing this in this heat like that. So now that I got a car, I'm gonna definitely try. Hoka, girl, thank you so much. So yes, my wife actually just told me we're gonna go to the outlet. So she's just out here in Orlando. So she just told me that she was gonna like, oh, we could find, hopefully we could find your Hoka sneak shoes. 'Cause I've been telling her about it. I have been. The girlies in the street has been saying Hoka has been like they've been wearing. It's so funny because at Disney I've been seeing a lot of people wearing them. I was like, oh my God. So I think it's a sign, right? So definitely I don't know if they're at the outlet. I don't know, but if it's not at the outlet, then she's just gonna buy it from me online. But yeah, definitely going to get them. Give me a pair. Um, oh, it's small. It looked huge to me. I was like, oh, this is a big outlet out here. I don't know. Maybe well, we didn't like we was driving by it, so I don't know. The premium outlet, you think it's small? I felt like it was, I don't know. See, I'm used to like when I was living out in Texas at one point, the outlets, oh no, the store, oh, okay. Um Hopefully I find them at the outlet. I probably not. If I don't find it, then um I'll get it online. Ooh, let me charge my phone. But someone said those are really good. Someone even says, was it Asics or I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but someone said that those shoes are good for walking. Honestly, I always saw a lot of older people back in the days rocking them, so maybe it is good. You know what I'm saying? So, um, so yeah, I need a good shoe. So my feet, when I tell you, I don't know if it was the hiking Nikes that I got or if it was because the day before we did two parks in one day. We did like over like 20,000 steps. It was a lot. My body was hurting. I had to take some pain medication because when I tell you I was done for, and then to do Magic Kingdom the next day, I didn't last. Like I kid you not. Like when I was there, like when I put on the sneakers, because I wore a different type of sneakers. So at for the two parks, we went to Universal Studios parks the day prior. I had on some New Balances on all day. I feel like I last pretty long, and then after a while, I was just like, no. And then I changed into my Nikes. When I tell you my feet was already hurting 30 minutes in, 30 minutes in. I was just like, how am I gonna do all day in the park and 30 minutes in, y'all? 30 minutes. I don't think hiking shoes are made. Yeah, I've learned that the hard way because I just bought those shoes. And I thought it was gonna be good for walking, like normal walk, because I was doing walkings like around my neighborhood and stuff. I thought it was good for that. I don't know. I guess I wasn't doing that much research to it. But the thing is, my wife and I, we do hikes. So I know I can use it for that. Like, when we do go on hikes, definitely can. But yeah, it's not, don't recommend at all for walking at all. So even though I had a really amazing time, my feet and my body is killing me. Like I'm limping. I'm limping, y'all. Like limping so bad. My wife just got back into the hotel, got us some BJ's, so we go eat. We go eat on this video. I wish I had my tripod up here, but I don't. It's
You should
okay.
have told me. I had to
Um,
park almost
I
all the way
just
behind this
honestly,
building.
I just was like in the spirit moment. I'm like, oh, I can go on live. Oh, what's this? The ice cream?
Yeah, that thing. I
It
only got the
melted.
mini one because the other one she said was like 4 times bigger. So
Okay.
however big that cookie thing is, that's all I got. I didn't want to waste the money.
Okay. Have y'all ever tried BJ's before? Um, what is it called? Pazuki?
What?
I don't know how to say it right now. But this,
It's not
when I
that
was
bad.
living in Cali, what? This don't look. Oh, I'm mad.
Let me
I
see.
am mad. This do not look like what it's burnt. They burnt. Oh my God, I'm so mad. Y'all, look how they burned. This is supposed to be a cookie,
Tell me the
chocolate chip
address. Let
cookie.
me see. It's not burnt, baby.
You don't know how it looks. This is supposed to be a chocolate chip cookie.
Maybe they gave you a brownie.
No.
That's a cookie for real?
If this is a brownie, I'm gonna be pissed because this is not what I wanted. I
I'm about to
wanted
find one right
the.
now.
Oh, this is a brownie. This is the wrong one. This is the brownie one instead of the chocolate chip cookie one. Oh, I'm tight.
You want me to tell
Your hair
them they
looks
owe us one
good.
tomorrow?
Girl, you think so? It's okay. You can eat it.
You
I'm
sure?
not a the funny thing about it is I like chocolate, but I don't like too much chocolate. So this chocolate brownie, all chocolate, is too much for me. I like chocolate chip cookies. I like chocolate covered strawberries or chocolate covered bananas, like that. Like it has to be, I can't just eat a whole chocolate cake. It's only on that during that time of the month where. But if you think my hair looks cute, I love you so much because my hair, let me say something, my hair, it's, it's, oh, that's another update. I have so many videos that I need to do, but, my hair is growing from the sacred product, so this is all sacred. But you see right here, that's the thinning that this other product started thinning my
Hi,
hair. Hi,
I just
Sydney.
in here and I gotta take
How
care
you
of
doing? I feel like I
everything.
haven't seen you in so well, not see, but you know what I'm talking about. I haven't talked to you in so long. She, she my boo right there. That's my
Well,
boo.
yeah, I ordered it because with the ice cream. I guess I got a brownie. Hey,
Oh yeah, they put it in mini triple chocolate, and it was just supposed to be a chocolate.
she said it's supposed to be a triple chocolate cookie.
No, this is not supposed to. They
It's
put a triple chocolate. This is triple chocolate. I was supposed to just get a regular chocolate chip one.
oh well, no, I think that's the problem. She didn't want a brownie, and the cookie that we got looks like a brownie. That's how dark it is. So it looks burnt.
It is.
Or is that the way it's supposed to look? She said that's what it's supposed to look like.
Y'all don't have like the regular chocolate chip one?
She said you guys don't have regular chocolate chip cookies. Yeah, I think that's what she wanted.
That's what I wanted.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say. She didn't want the. No worries.
Um, I was on the cruise celebrating my happy 60th,
Gotta be the
60th, 40th. Yes, yes, friend. Interlock the thinning spots so that the weight of your hair doesn't cut. Okay, I need to find a loctician. Honestly, don't have a loctician. So let me tell you something, y'all. These are actually permanent lock extensions. So my natural hair is, let me show y'all where each lock is different though, because some parts of my
I have
hair
the
grows
receipt you
real
guys put
fast.
on the bag.
So, so
995.
this part is the lock extension. This is my real hair on the top. So this is the lock extension. That's my real hair. So but then this one. So this is all my real hair, and then this is the lock extension right here from where my finger is. So next year I will cut the lock extensions off
405.
because I
I
feel
see
like it will
location
be
405.
the length that I like.
I see table 995.
Um,
And then
but
0276.
but yeah. So how was your cruise? So
And you guys are taking it back off of my card, correct? Okay. Thank you so much. Okay.
um okay, so they're gonna refund us because I can't do a brownie. So I got a California chicken club sandwich. My wife and I gonna share it because on this weight journey we don't really be eating a lot like
Dang,
that.
you done told them about mine too?
Yep, I sure did.
I'm just joking.
So it comes
Where's the
with
remote?
somewhere on this bed. It comes with avocados, but I don't really care for
Avocado.
avocados. Y'all know what I mean. I don't really care for avocados, but I'm gonna just eat it anyways, because I was gonna just be picky and take it off.
It's good for
But
you. I
I'm just gonna suck it up. You say you went on solo? Okay, that's the way to do it. So, um, so yeah, y'all. So I was Disney. So I did. Okay, so my wife doesn't like rides. Bless her heart, she does not like any type of rides at
do. I just
all.
don't want to go on the fastest ones they have in the park, like you always do.
Even the ones that wasn't fast, baby, you was like,
I think
no.
I was just tired of walking for 85 hours.
Um,
But it was your birthday,
so
so
she doesn't really like rides, but she still went on the rides with me. I didn't get to do the rides that I really, really, really wanted to do.
can we
Um,
get a ketchup?
yeah, but that's okay. We'll be back. We will be back.
Yeah, because we got.
Um, we we got. So not a timeshare. We didn't sign up for a timeshare, but the Marriott Bonvoy, whatever, right? That's how you say it. They have like this point reward thing, like where you buy into points and you can use it. Have y'all heard of that? We didn't sign up for it, all right, because we was like, no. They was like, oh, they got us by like, oh, we give you 150 if you do this presentation. We did the presentation. Honestly, I feel like it sounds good. Have y'all heard about this? It sounds good, but I feel like there's always a catch to everything, right? So we didn't sign up for it, but because we was gonna walk away, they was like, well, how about this? How about there's an offer where you pay $100 now, and it's $100 now. Total is nine ninety eight, and you get a 5 night 6 day stay back in Orlando. No taxes, no resort fee, no none of that. And then we give you 100,000 points, and you can use towards whatchamacallit. And this is no commitment, like you're just paying a trip. So we did that, right? And you pay, you have a year to pay that no interest, a year to pay the remaining balance. So it's like 890 something, right? Um, so I feel like that was a good deal. So we got a right. You think so? Okay. And then the other deal, they locked in that other deal that you buy into the points and stuff like that. Um, if we want to do it and when we come back and we book that vacation, if we want to do it, we can say yeah, we want to do it. And that that $998 that we paid for our free trip, that goes towards the down payment of the point system thing. Oh no, I just got a reward points with each day to get a discount. Oh no, I just get the reward points. Grab the camera for the what? I don't know. But yeah, so yeah, I feel like that was a good deal. So we did that. So we're gonna come back next year, like February, March, and we're gonna bring our son. Cause he only went to Disney when he was a baby. Thank you, Boo. Thank you, Gabby. So now that he's 18 years old, he was mad. He was so mad that we went to Disney. He was like, I'm mad at y'all without him. And I was trying to tell him, like, it was like, my birthday trip, but we can always go again. So we're gonna take him again. We're gonna take him. Um, But I don't think you've been. Oh, okay. It's kind of cold,
Yeah, you already know.
but I don't like cold fires. Yes, come back when it's cooler. Yes. So yeah, so February, March,
Not a good time.
not a that's when we're gonna come back. Um, and this time we're gonna do Epcot. We really, really, really wanted to do Epcot, but my best friend was like, my best friend went to Disney twice last year. Well, not yes, twice. Well, she went to Disney a couple of months ago for her daughter's birthday, and then she went to Disney last year, and she went to Epcot. She said Epcot was her favorite part through the whole time. But when she went like last month, she said she was so disappointed. And come to find out, I guess apparently it's only really, really good when they have the festivals. So, and I did some research. Everybody says that it was like Epcot when the festival's going on. So they have like four major festivals throughout the year, I believe. So they're apparently from like history, the dates of 2026 is not up, but they said from history, Epcot typically have festivals in February and March. So once that calendar comes up, that's when I'll determine if I'm gonna go in February or March and see. But so we're gonna do Magic Kingdom again 'cause we'll have our son. We'll do we'll do Epcot, and I think she said she wants to do SeaWorld. You want to do SeaWorld, you said? And SeaWorld. And I think that will be our three parts this year. So next year. So this year we did Universal. So we did Universal Studios and the Islands of Adventure and then Magic Kingdom for this year. I actually love Universal Studios. It was so much fun. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. So I was excited. But I think there was one ride. I don't know where this Harry Potter ride is, but it's like a simulation ride. Um, you put that over there. It was like a simulation ride that I saw online. I'm like, where was this ride at? Which part had that ride? And I'm so annoyed that I didn't get to go on that ride. So I gotta do some more research and see. 'Cause depending on which park that has, I might have to run that park back. If it was a park that we went to, I might have to run it back. Real tough. But I do not like avocado.
Yeah, I think to me, I would have had firmer avocados. It tastes like they're a little too ripe.
Oh,
Or when you put avocado on a hot piece of chicken.
we did not do the Universe Epic. Um, we didn't do that. So honestly, I might do that. We might do four parts then, because I think the main reason why I didn't do Epic is because when I saw it online, it's like out in the open, and I was not about to have like there's like literally no shade. You just out in the sun, out in the open, no shade whatsoever. Nothing is indoors. I don't think. Maybe there are some stuff that's indoors. I don't know, but I'm not about that life. I don't like to be hot at all. So I can't finish this.
I just took the avocado off mine.
I
It
think it's
tastes
just
better.
because it's
It's
cold.
hot.
What?
No, the sandwich is cold.
Yeah, my sandwich is warm. It's not. It's not. It's not like fresh. That's the thing about takeout. You gotta. I feel like if I was sitting at the restaurant, it
I
would
was
hit
also,
different.
you were here when you picked the place, right?
Hmm.
When I got there from there to here was like a 20-minute drive.
I would have just ordered it when I got there instead of putting it in. You know.
No, it was, I ordered it 15, 12 minutes. She said, oh, it's going to be 15 minutes when I called.
Hmm.
I'm just saying that time plus the
It's not that
20
far.
minutes back from it. I just told you
Hmm?
from there to here, it's 20 minutes.
Which thing did you go
BJ's,
to?
the
BJ's
one
is
that's
like
by here.
20-minute drive.
It's like 17 to 20 minutes. There's construction going on the
Oh no,
highway.
I left the line. Sorry. I'm like lost because I literally said you could, well, like when I looked to see how close BJ was, you think because of that the traffic? It said it was right like up the street, walking distance.
Oh God! You pick up.
What you say? Oh. But but yeah, so I don't know. I'm trying to for sure we'll definitely do three parts next year. I mean next year. But depending on where this I don't know, I think I want to try Epic too. That's hard. So that's hard. That's hard. I don't know. Disney expensive. We ain't balling like that. But at least we have more time to plan. This Disney trip was um a little what is it called? Less planned because originally I wanted to go to Arizona, right? But well, this is funny though. I originally wanted to go to Arizona, but the most of the stuff that I wanted to do was gonna be hiking and outdoors, and it's gonna be hot, hot in July. I don't know how I feel about that. But when I really think about it, it was hot here.
Did you
But
leave the sun?
honestly, no. Honestly though, yesterday, surprisingly, was not that bad with the heat. Because it was like a overcast and it rained a little bit and then sometimes it will be sunny, but I feel like I was able to handle the heat way more than the day before yesterday. The day before yesterday, I was hot. And I was so mad because I left the cooling towels that I purchased, right? So I didn't have any cooling towels. I was just like, what is going on? But I didn't get to go on the Tron ride. I really, really, really wanted to go on Tron. But like I said, my wife doesn't really like roller coasters and whatever. And honestly, to her defense though, even though she don't like it, I know deep down she probably would have went, even though she says she not and whatever. She would have probably went. But by the time I was ready to do it, right, the lines were saying it was
90
like
minutes. It
90
said.
minutes, 70 to 90-minute wait. And by that was already at the end of the night. That was after the happily ever after thing. I was like, so it was still crowded. Because I thought maybe during the fireworks it will. Nope, it did not let up. It was still at 70 minutes. I don't know if that was accurate. I don't know, just to scare people off. I'm not sure. But I was like, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing. Can y'all still hear me? Can y'all let me know if y'all can still hear me? Leave a comment. Oh, yes, thank you. Because I went out and I didn't come back in, so I don't know. But yeah, I was not about to. That was just trifling. Trifling. And I was like, yeah, okay. I guess, I'll come back another time and do that. And this time I'm not going to wait because early in the day, the lines was like, okay, it was either like a 25-minute or 35-minute wait, right? I was like, okay. I could, and I messed up. So what I really did, I messed up. So because we had lightning pass, I guess how I don't like how their lightning pass works out here. Now I get that you could have paid way more. I guess you could have paid way more for like the one that's like ultimate, right? I guess you can do any ride, I think. I'm not balling like that, right? So I was like, no. So I did the one where it was like $35, three rides, right? That you can do. But a lot of the stuff was like not available. So I'm like, I want some like because you like if the smart choice is do the rides that's gonna be the most time, right? But the rides that you know will probably have been the most time, they weren't available on the Lightning Pass. So I'm just like, well, what's the point? Like, why am I gonna waste a 10-minute? Like, I don't mind waiting in line for 10 minutes. I don't, you know, I don't mind waiting in line for up to 20 minutes. To me, I feel like it's not worth the extra money to pay just to like. I don't mind doing 20 minutes. I don't. And a lot of their rides in Disney, you're not really out. No, now that I think about it, no, I'm sorry. I was Universal, the AC and Universal is way better. Like to me, I feel like you're not really out because a lot of their rides are indoor, so you're not really waiting outside that long. And then once you get indoor, like they have so much cooling stuff and all that. Disney, yeah, Disney, they have fans, but the fans wasn't really doing nothing. But I'm sure if the fans was off, you would feel a difference. So I guess I gotta be grateful. But I don't know. I feel like the 20-minute wait wasn't that bad. I feel like I wanted to use the lightning pass on something that was like 50 minutes, 60 minutes. You know what I'm saying? To me, that would be worth it. So I think they only let me do one on the Space Mountain one, and the wait for that was 45 minutes. So I was good out like and then for Lightning Pass we was in and out for like 2 minutes. It was only a 2-minute wait for the Lightning Pass.
Yeah,
I
you
was
remember to
like,
get on
okay.
Space Mountain. Make sure you got
She was terrified.
a
So I
great
tricked her. So
bag.
y'all, she don't really like roller coasters.
No, that
I
that
lightweight
ride will
tricked her.
jerk
I
your
said,
back
"Oh, it's an
around.
indoor roller coaster, right?" And she was tight. She was tight because they always got to do their warning, right? Like, "Oh, this ride goes fast. This ride with this, da da da." So when she heard that, she was like, "Wait, what we going on?" I was like, "It's nothing. It's just an indoor roller coaster. Calm down. Like, it's not that deep." She was pissed. And we got there. She was so tight. She was so tight, but she did it. Whatever. I ain't go front. Space Mountain, I was like, oh snap. It was whipping me. It was whipping me.
My back
And I
still
did not
hurts.
expect that. I don't my bag almost came out of the seat because it was whipping me. Thank God I had the bag in my hand. Like had it like I had it down the floor, but I had the hook, the handles like in my like on my arm, Thank God. Because if I didn't, that junk would have because it flew out and I was like, oh, and I grabbed the handle. I was just like, oh Lord, thank God it didn't come out. But but yeah. But Disney, I will say this, they lucky I want to experience Disney one more time with our son. They lucky. And they lucky that I want to go to Epcot. But after this, if I don't have like a baby, right? I ain't going to Disney evermore because they literally milk you dry. I will say I recommend Universal prices over Disney prices any day. With Universal, at least you could have free refills. Now, granted, yes, you could bring your own food and stuff to the parks,
Yeah,
but
but I'm spending my money.
who wanna lug all that around? You know what I'm saying? Like, who wanna do all that? And it's hot, They milk you dry. The fact that there's no refills on drinks, like you can't do like at Universal, you could pay for a cup and literally you get a refill anywhere. You know? I'm like, that's what's up. That's what's up. Like I like that. But Disney, no, it's dollar for dollar. Drink for drink, dollar for like no. Anytime you thirsty, you paying. The only thing that they provide free was ice
Water.
water. That's it. Okay, cool. Yes. But sometimes we wanted something else. But I think what I'll do next, I'll be buying the packets. And I forgot to bring my electrolyte packets, right? The ones that
Mhm.
whatever, because that was on my list to bring the electrolytes. But this time, if I go, I will have my electrolyte packets. And since y'all provide ice cold water, okay, cool, boom. Make my own lemonade, make my own juice. You know what I'm saying? But it's so sad that you gotta do that. Like, okay, I get it, Disney. You wanna make money, but you making money 20 times over the amount of people that's there spending money, you know? But I will say this, even though you do have to pay for drinks all the time, there's no refills, the prices of food really wasn't that bad. Especially because I feel like it's gonna come out a lot if you have a family of two or more. Well, three or more, right? But me and Renette, we're both on a weight loss journey, so we don't really eat a lot. So even though we was eating like whatever we shared, like we got one thing and we would share it, right? The when we decided towards the end to see the fireworks, we decided to get no, not towards the end. One of the days, like one of the times we got She got tater tots, a loaded tater tot, and I got a hot dog. I didn't know it came with. I thought I was just buying the hot dog. I didn't realize it came with tater tots. When I tell you I ate half of that hot dog and I didn't even touch the tater tots, and she only ate half of her tater tots. And I was like, the one time we decided to do two separate, like, why did we do that? That was a waste of money. So I'm annoyed with that. So I wish we would have just. But she wasn't trying to taste. She didn't wasn't in the mood for hot dog. But I was in the mood. I don't know. I saw everybody eating a hot dog. I was like, oh, that looks so good. I don't know, something about a hot dog with mustard and ketchup. It's just something about it. And it was good. It was all beef hot dog. It was good, but I only did eat half of it. But yeah, I didn't get my pretzel. I wanted my Mickey pretzel. I didn't get my Mickey pretzel. And then I did meet Mickey. So at the end of the fireworks and we was leaving the park, there was like a 5 minute wait to see Mickey. I zoomed to the front. Hello, boo. Hello. Thank you. I zoomed to the front to see Mickey. We got to meet Mickey. We took cute pictures. There was like an older black woman. She started crying, and I that just made me want to cry. Like, you never know what people going through. You never know what emotion that person is. And people might be like, what a grown woman crying for? Da, 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 right? You don't know. Like, we don't know nothing. What if, like, she always wanted to go to Disney and couldn't go to Disney, and now she's able to afford to go to Disney with, her children? We don't know what the situation is. So to see that, that did touch my heart. And I was just so excited to see Mickey, and I hugged Mickey. I felt like a little kid. Like, I've been to Disney before, but like I said, I was very, very young, and I went to Disney when I was like a preteen, right? But I honestly don't remember. What's so crazy? I don't remember Disney. All I remember is Universal Studios during that trip, and I only remember two rides. Like, I can't remember like my whole time there, but I know I was there because I had pictures, like my family had pictures, right? And I remember going on two rides. I remember there was a Jaws, right? There was a Jaws ride. I remember doing that ride back in the day, and there was like another ride that I did. I can't remember. All I know, it was so fun that we wound up doing it twice. Um, yeah, that's all I remember during that time. But I think I was like 12, right? Or 11 or 12, one of those ages, maybe 13 max. But so yeah, and I always said I wanted to go to Disney as an adult. And Disney was on my vision board, y'all. It was on my vision board. So when I decided I wasn't gonna do Arizona last minute, my wife was like, well, what do you want to do? And I was like, well, we can drive to Orlando. It's not that far. You know what I'm saying? We don't gotta fly out and just drive to Orlando. And she was like, all right, I got you. And yeah, so she gave me my Disney trip, and my dad live out here, so I got to see my dad. Ooh, y'all, let me tell y'all the tea. Let me tell you the tea. So my dad, I'm still in some business. I don't care, but my dad and my mom still legally married. Don't know why they have that. They have not been together for over 20 years, right? But they're still legally married. I hate that. Like, I hate it. And that's something that my mom just refused to just let my dad be. But I think it's been so long that my dad is like, whatever, right? My mom even got a boyfriend for hella long, had a boyfriend for hella long. My father had girlfriends, right? Whatever. But this time I know my dad actually really, 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 really likes this one because when my dad told me that he was dating her, my father don't ever like I knew my dad had girlfriends, but my father never be like, oh, I got me a lady. Like my dad is a Scorpio man. If you know anything about Scorpios, okay, he can get, I literally married a woman version of my father. It's so funny, right? Um, as in personality wise. But yeah, so like he was telling me about her, and I was just like, okay. And then I see them on Facebook, and like my dad, he's so funny. Like my father is such a funny character. How you say the word? You know the word I'm trying to say. I can't say it right now. Sorry, forgive me. You know I be jacking up words, okay? Um, but like my father is just he's just a good dude. Like my father, he drives me crazy though. He drives me crazy. There's a lot of stuff that I don't agree with him because unfortunately he is a Trump supporter, and I be that that be like that really irks my nerves. Like it irks my nerves, and we be arguing, right? And his lady's not a Trump supporter, so they kind of argue, but it got to the point where it was like, you know what, we just not gonna talk politics. Like it's just not gonna happen. So unfortunately, and my father wasn't always like that. My father wasn't always whatever, but he broke it down why he is. And it's so I'm going. I feel like I'm all over the place, whatever, which is life. I'm sorry, but he finally broke it down to me why he is, and it was so ignorant. I did tell him, like I talked to my dad like he's my homie. All right, I love my dad. I'm a daddy's girl. And I just said, Daddy, that's so ignorant. You pretty much got bought. Like they was able to buy you. And like this is how like for me in the black community, we are so not all, but a lot of us is so easily all they need to do is dangle something that's worthless, right? And I felt like a lot of people in the black community just soak it up, right? So the reason why he became like more leaning towards a Republican, right? Even though it does not benefit him at all. It literally does not benefit him at all. Um, so one day, I guess he got a letter in the mail from the GOP talking about, oh, think if you please join our party and like coming to a dinner for your donations, right? Coming to the and he's like, I've never gotten a letter like that from the Democrats. I feel like I mattered. That's all they needed to do. Thank you, boo. Thank you, DMKC. Thank you. But I'm like, that's all it took was a letter asking for your money to join the party. And my wife was like, do we need to do we need to type up a letter to be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like that's all it took. Literally, that's all it took to go against your own interest. That's all it took for them to send you a letter asking for your money to come to this dinner. So ever since that, I guess he's just like, even though there's literally nothing, like it literally goes against everything that like he does. It's just I don't know. Eh, I'm still working on him, y'all. I'm still working on him with that part. Like I argue with him down, like argue with him down. But my dad is 72 years old. You know, he's stubborn, but he gonna wake up. He go when he get those taxes and all that stuff. He's so fixated right now on Jerome Powell, if you know who he is. And I get it. A lot of people are very upset with him because he's not lowering the interest rates and stuff like that, right? So I understand because my father is still a consumer, right? So he buys things that requires like loans and interest and all that stuff, right? So yes, I understand why he don't like that, but it's funny because Jerome Powell is a Republican, apparently, right? So it's like clearly, like clearly, I could be mistaken. I don't know. 'Cause sometimes my dad be talking. I'm not 100% sure. But he said he's a Republican, Jerome Powell. So I'm just like, but yet you do not like him and all that stuff. But then, and I think the reason why I think the reason why now he's so like okay, I like Trump because Trump is calling out, even though, and I had an argument with him. I was like, Trump was the one that actually kept him in that seat. He's in his first term. But yes, granted, now his second term, he's trying to get him out because Trump is saying, like, oh, he wants the interest rates cut and this, and that, and that. And Jerome Powell's like, he's not doing it. He's not doing it. He's not going to do it, right? So I think that's one of the reasons why he's so fixated on Trump because Trump is calling him out, and my father don't like Jerome Powell, and so because Trump is calling him out, and my father don't like it. I think that's why he's so fixated. But honestly, once he starts seeing Trump's policies in full effect, so I'm like, my father's retired. You're retired. You do not make the income that benefits, like benefits the tax cuts and all that stuff. You don't make that. You don't. You're not in that tax bracket. You're gonna start feeling it. Your grandmother, who you love, I mean, your mother, who you love, and all that stuff, is on Social Security. That's what she lives on. That's her fixed income. She's on Medicaid. That's her. That's her livelihood. Watch she gonna start. She literally started crying. She called me, she called him crying when her account got hacked and she felt like she had no access to her money. Look what's gonna happen if her Medicaid gets cut. Look what's gonna happen. And then what? And then what? This is what he signed his bill on. His big ugly bill that he signed. This cuts, massive, massive cuts in Medicaid and Medicare. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're going to see it. You're going to see it. Yeah, I understand you want the interest rates cuts. I get that. I understand that. But if you're not buying a home right now, what's the issue? Okay, your credit card, okay, you need to stop using your credit cards anyway so much. You know what I'm saying? Like if you pay them off, you shouldn't be worried about the interest anyways. And you already got a car. So what? Like, so what other interest are you even talking about? Let's talk about your taxes. You just complained about how your taxes is so high. Well, thank you to the person that you voted for. I'm sorry, I just went on a whole tangent. I've been talking about this all day with him, back and forth. Like, just like you not even like thinking smart, but you gonna feel it. And it's sad. Like the fact that you don't. Anyways, sorry. I don't really like. I mean, I talk about politics a lot, actually, not on this page, but I'm very into politics, especially now. You know what I'm saying? I don't subscribe to any party. I'm more independent. You know what I'm saying? But like, I know right now this MAGA stuff, it ain't it. It ain't it. It ain't it. Right? So. And all what we know for sure, for certain, is Trump does is lie, and all he cares about himself and his family. That's it. And what can how can you benefit me, and maybe I'll benefit you to his rich boys, right? And I'm sure they slipping him money under the table. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure. But anyways, I digress. But anyways, he's out here. Let me go back to what I was really saying. I met his girl. His woman is such. When I tell you, growing up, I love my mother. I love my mother down. But I really truly feel like my mom and my dad are two different people. There's some similarities, like my mom loves to travel and my dad loves to travel. So they bonded a lot on that, like traveling, right? But other than that, like they're two different people, and I'm not saying that you have to be the same, right? But I feel like it has to be a well yin and yang, right? But this new girl that he's with, this woman that he's with, when I tell you my dad met his match, like I was just cheesing. I was just like, this is what I want. Like, come on, like, and they just made their 1 year anniversary, and I'm just like so cute. Like they just made me feel so good. I should upload a picture. I think I'm gonna post a picture of us because we took a little group selfie photo. But she is so cute. Like their personality and like they keep each other young. Like their banter back and forth. Yes, and they work out together. Like they walk, like they're always walking together, working out. And she just kept saying like, "Oh, like it was so cute." Okay, so my dad, like I said, my dad is a very complex man. He, and I'm not saying aliens don't exist. I don't know. This world is too massive, right? We have thousands of a gazillion galaxies and universes, right? So who am I to say that we're the only ones here, right? But my dad truly believes in aliens. He said that he had multiple encounters with aliens. So one thing that if you ever meet my father, there's three main things that you're going to hear him talk about. Aliens. He would never stop talking about aliens. He will always tell you about his encounters, right? Um, he was in the military, so he's always gonna talk about anything military related. He's still like gun ho military, like gun ho, anything military related, and he always gonna talk about. He's a Scorpio. He's always gonna talk about women, right? So, but like those are his three main things. So like we were just having a conversation of telling the story about the aliens, and it's so funny because he swears that one day, one time, one of his encounters, he saw a UFO right outside, and another guy saw it. He came up to him like, "Oh, that's a pretty UFO." He was like, "Yeah," and then he said the next day he went out drinking and whatever, had fun, whatever, and then he had a hangover the next day. But he was cool. He went to work. He was like, "Okay, cool, cool." The following day, he said he was sleeping with my mom. They were sleeping, and he woke up out of his sleep. He said he saw two dark aliens standing over his bed, no eyes, right? And when he woke up, like he was like he said he started like in protective mode. So he like my dad is such a comic, I swear. He said he was in protective mode, about to fight the aliens, right? And he said my mom was asleep. And when he went to go wake up my mom, he said, Cheryl, Cheryl, wake up. And my mom wakes up and was like, what? Like on calm, he was like, and when he came, like when he turned around, the aliens wasn't there anymore. So he was like, just go back to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So so I guess the following day, when like they like when they woke up like in the morning, he was like, you remember I woke you up? Like, yeah. He was like, I saw two black aliens in the front of the bed. My mom was like, you went out drinking, so maybe he was like, nah, that was 2 days ago. But while he's telling the story, his girlfriend's so precious. His girlfriend's like, okay, if these aliens come and get you, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go right there with you. I'm gonna say, take me too. And I was just like, you believe him? Listen, I don't know what to believe with my daddy, but I'm telling you, he talks about he had like about like six encounters, right? But this one encounter is like the actual, like he said that he saw aliens, right? But the other encounters that he said he experienced is either UFOs or he saw lights, like a sequence of lights just following each other or whatever. But yeah, like I'm telling you, don't get him started because he could talk about aliens for hours, 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 and I just be looking at him and just that's my dad. I just went on yelling at him about politics, and then next thing you know, we're talking for 2 hours about aliens, and he's excited like a young kid, a little boy, telling you what his first encounter was, and he knows the years and everything. He remember each year. He was telling us each year. His story never changed. As long as I've been alive, I'm 40 years old, and I've heard this story. All right, all these stories, my whole entire life. Okay, and yeah, he's just that's my dad. That's my dad. He believes in aliens, and I can't say they don't exist. I never had any encounters. Can't say he's lying. So it is what it is. We don't know. We don't know what's out here in the universe. But if it is true, I don't think. And I was telling him because like my wife. That's why I said I married my dad in a female version. 'Cause my wife was like, I believe him. I believe in aliens. Da, 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 da. And I was like, okay, I hear you. I hear you. But I said, she's like, so you telling me you don't believe in aliens? And I said, I don't disbelieve it, but I feel like if there are aliens, aliens just means that something out of this world, right? So I said, if there are aliens, I don't think it's like what we depict in like most movies, like the monster looking. I feel like they might just be life form like us, you know what I'm saying? Out there. I feel like it's like that. I don't know. I'm all over the place with my life. This is so random. And y'all, thank you so much, Kim. And y'all just listen to me. Thank you so much. If the story has not changed in 40 plus years, then it should listen, it has not changed. It really genuinely and if you ever follow my dad on Facebook, He talked he so his first encounter was like red discs. He saw three, I think four red discs, and he drew them out, right? He posts this drawing every single day on Facebook. And guess what? All these years ago, I was the one that gave him a Facebook. And now I have to suffer every day. He posts the same drawing. I'm telling you, there's oh, and there's another thing he talks about is Jesus. So, and the funny thing though, like I grew up very religious. My mom's actually a minister, right? This is why I'm like, this is so crazy because my dad actually don't didn't believe in God, right? So it was weird to see my dad don't believe in God and then my mom like so it was just like so I'm like why y'all like how did y'all even get married? Okay, I think y'all I'm here in this world, thank you, but they're so weird. But he always posts about Jesus like all the time, like every single day, multiple times a day of Jesus, Jesus, Jesus and God, right? So today I finally asked him like, oh, because I talked about it, I was joking with his girlfriend and my wife. I was like, these are the four things that he always posts about. And he was like, you know why I post about Jesus all the time? I'm like, why? He was like, oh, it's beautiful art to me. And I was just like, okay. Because I was just like, I just always wonder like, but I thought you don't believe in God. I'm lost. But I think he leans more so now. Like he grew up out of that because he used to say he was an atheist. But even though he posts about Jesus, he does post about stuff like prayer and stuff, right? So I'm like, okay. So my dad has the ability to evolve. He's not stuck in his ways fully. So he's not a lost cause, but deep down, you know, I know he's a good person. He just has a lot of stuff that I don't agree with that I'm working on. Um, I didn't pick my father. I did it. He wasn't always this way. Like I said, he wasn't always a Trump supporter, right? So that's what's so crazy. So it's just so weird to see him like this. And I'm just like, so I'm trying to learn this because this is new. This is new for me because I'm like, what? What are you even talking about right now? Right? Like I'm disgusted. Like I literally talk to him like that. Like you disgust me right now. I love you, but you disgust me. Like what are you talking about? So it's hard. It's so hard to experience this. I always wonder like how people be two like how do people are married but have two different political views? Like how is that possible? Right? But I knowing what I know now and like with my dad, I understand why it could be possible, but I don't think I could stay for so long because you're going against everything that I stand for. Like how are we like equally yoked if you're going against a lot of the stuff that I stand for that is very, very important to me? So, anyways, I'm yapping at this point. I am a yapping, certified yapper. But I just wanted to get on live because I feel like I miss y'all. I have not talked to y'all in so long, I feel like. I looked at it when my last live was, I was like, oh, it's been a minute. And when I go on vacations, I feel like I don't be posting much because I just be, and I like being at the park, literally who's in the park all day. Well, nine to we didn't get back until like 11, and when I hit, I think I attempted one post of Rihanna. I think while I was there, and I was trying to attempt to do a second one. I was like, oh, that's all they got from me. I'm sorry. So as soon as I hit submit, I went to bed. I was like, oh, kind of worry about me, y'all. I was done. I was done. I couldn't handle it. And I instantly regret doing that because I was so tired, but I really did like the look. It was so cute. I know a lot of people didn't care for Rihanna's look, but I liked it. I enjoyed her look. Um, but yeah, but I'm about to get off here. I'm actually not tired, so even though it's late, I am gonna still, yeah, that's rough being married to someone that votes differently, or it is. So it is. But yeah, I'm about to get off here. I'm gonna try to cover a couple of more looks that I've missed since I like this week. Um, is there any looks that y'all saw that maybe I didn't see that you feel like is worth a shout out? Anything? Oh, my wife is knocked. Y'all look at her. She's knocked. She she could sleep through anything, man. And listen, to be married to me, she could definitely sleep. I snore. I snore really bad. I actually have a breathing problem. So a lot of the times where it's funny to me, it's really funny. I laugh about it. I genuinely laugh about it when new people that come to my channel and they make fun of like sometimes like how nasal I sound or I know I'm sorry how nasal I sound because I'm like this is what the like that's why I try to live my life and not just the internet is funny, right? You don't know what I could have a whole tube in my mouth, like in my nose, or like literally, like, and you commented on something, you have no idea what my health background is, my medical background, anything, you know. So that's why I try to refrain from speaking negative or pointing out something that it's just that like I don't know. So it's so funny like how some people will come across my page and they'll talk about I haven't seen it recently, like lately, but before like last year or earlier this year or even like the year before, some people like, oh, you sound so nasally or you sound whatever. I have a breathing problem. Like right now, like I don't naturally breathe out my nose. You know how people can naturally breathe out their nose? I'm a mouth breather. So like I'm actually breathing out my mouth right now as I'm talking. And while I'm doing that, sometimes I stop breathing, right? So I have to stop and take an actual breath, right? Inhale, because I'm like holding my breath sometimes when I'm talking, you know? So that's why it sounds like I'm nasally all the time. But yeah, I snore real bad. I snore so bad. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you for being a new subscriber. I appreciate it. It's fun over here. I hope it is. I'm not a person that bash. When I do my celebrity spotlights, for me, I like to do it respectful. And I guess me being respectful, some people think I don't disagree with certain looks. I know how to be respectful and tell you I don't like something. You just gotta hear the words. And it might sound like I'm like happy, but I'm really just being respectful. I'm not like it's hard to be a fashion critic and because sometimes people like you don't first of all, fashion is subjective, right? You can't please everybody. You cannot please everybody. Your outfit, you might feel like you look like tens. And you know what? You probably do look like tens, and it's okay. I might not like it. X, Y, and Z might not like it, and that's okay, right? Um, so that's why I always try to say to me in my videos. If you listen, I always say to me, I like it. To me, I don't. You know, because I'm not trying to say this is law. I'm not. I think the one thing that I do say is law. If y'all know me, is no necklace, right? Listen, it's not that I don't like necklace. On the contrary, on the contrary, a popular belief, I actually love necklaces, right? I love them. They're so beautiful. Love them. I just feel like a lot of outfits aren't called for it. Like it's unnecessary. Like I feel like it's just like we live in this day and age where a lot of people just want to throw on a whole bunch of accessories because for whatever reason. So when I be saying a necklace is not needed, it genuinely is not needed, you know. But when the necklace is there and it goes and it just makes sense, I will say it in a heartbeat. I would say yes. And it's funny because a lot of y'all be like, "Oh, she finally likes a necklace." It's not that I finally like a necklace. It's just I like the necklace with that outfit, you know. Because the necklaces be gorgeous. It's just not with the outfit. Like I want to see it on another outfit. So maybe I should say that. The necklace is gorgeous. I like the necklace, y'all. I just don't like it with this outfit. Maybe I need to start saying that. And hair up. Yes, Mars. Thank you. Hair up. Because I want to see the dress and I want to see your beautiful face. Like you got this makeup on, you got this beautiful outfit. Pull it up, pull it back. Like let the dress and the face, the body and everything, the outfit do the talking, you know? Like I feel like and it's and I'm gonna say me too. A lot of women, right, especially myself, we use our hair as a security. You see, I told earlier, you've been here earlier. I said that these are permanent lock extensions, right? So my natural hair is probably like it's layered, right? Because certain spots grow longer than the other, right? Um, like right here. So this is all my hair right here. This is the extension. But like certain spots is longer, and I'm scared to cut it, right? Because I don't want it so short, right? So we do have this like security in our hair that we feel like, because in my head, which is so weird that I feel this way, but I feel like hair slims my face down. So like when my hair is down, I don't feel like my face is so round. And for the longest, I felt that way. And uh someone that I used to know was like, "Girl, if your face is fat, it's gonna be fat. If it's fat with your hair down, hair up, it's fat with your hair down. Like it, you can't. It's fat, okay?" So, and at that time, I had like a mini afro, mini curly afro, and she was just like, "Just cut your hair, rock a short haircut." And it's so funny how like I think about this because if I show y'all a before picture of how I used to be, girl, I wish I was that size. That's what I'm trying to chase now. It's like, damn, how we talk to ourselves. Because back then, I actually lost 50 pounds. I lost a total of 50 pounds. And I was feeling myself, right? But for whatever reason, I still felt like I was in because I wasn't always big. I was a ballet dancer. I was very fit, right? And then when I moved out of New York, I gained a lot of weight. And then I used to be married before I went to a divorce, and I lost 50 pounds, right? And even though I lost the 50 pounds and I felt good, I looked good, but my mind psychologically, I still felt big. But I kept that weight off for 6 years, and I still felt big then. Now that I gained weight and happy weight with my marriage, I gained like about 30 pounds. I'm like, oh God, I'm so big. And I'm just like, I look at old photos and I'm like, I miss that size. Like, what was I thinking? Yes, yes, that was it. Not walking. Like, I used to walk everywhere in New York. I forgot how much walking I did in New York. Like, you really don't, like, if you from New York, you really don't realize until you move out. Like, yeah, and then I realized too, food, like I didn't eat a lot in New York. Like everything was just quick and on the go. Like if I want to get a pizza, like I was just gonna slice. When I moved out of New York, they really wasn't serving like back in the days, they wasn't serving pizza by the slice. You know what I'm saying? So I used to get pizza pies and I felt like I had to eat the whole pie because pizza's my favorite food. So I would just buy a pie and I would eat the whole pie. And I'm like, what am I doing, y'all? So I gained weight. So that was the biggest of I've ever been when I first moved. I was 22 when I first moved out of New York. The biggest I've ever been. And I kept that weight off for a very, very, very long time. And I lost a little bit of it when I moved back to New York, kept it off, then moved out of New York again, gained it all back. And then I went through my divorce with my first marriage, and I lost 50 pounds, and I kept that off for 6 years. Huh. So now I'm just trying to get back to that weight. So I'm just like, God, I can't believe I thought I was big then. I'm just trying to get back there. So yes, I feel like a lot of us women we like to hide behind our hair. But I cut my hair off then, right? When I was 50 pounds lighter. And girl, if I show y'all pictures, I think I've been posting pictures before, right, of my short hair. But my short hair, my wife wants me like she met me with the short hair. She wanted me to get back, but I wanted locks. I was like, I want locks. I want locks. I've always wanted locks. I've been like, 'cause I used to have faux locks, right, with my natural hair. And I always wanted lock, but I didn't want to do the journey. I'm gonna keep it a buck, right? I didn't want to do the journey. I didn't want to do the ugly phase. I didn't want to do none of that. So I was like, I made my own lock extension. My wife put it in, crocheted it in, right? For me. So it's not 100% professional, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it fell out. Like I have one lock that fell out like this one. So this is the length in one of my hair, right? So this is why I'm like, but yeah, so this, and I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna, because I could have make another one and attach a new one, but I was just like, I'm not even gonna do that. Yes, so I've been walking. I've been on a walking weight loss journey. I was talking earlier about one of Mars Bloom mentioned the Hoka shoes. Am I pronouncing that right? Hoka. I'm gonna get those shoes tomorrow. We're gonna go shopping and braid my hair over my locks for almost a year to skip the see. So I'm not the only one. But yeah, so I'm on my weight loss journey, but when I get back, I've been eating like trash. Even though I'm not eating a lot because I am on Ozempic, I'm not eating a lot. I'm still eating like trash because I've been eating Disney food. You know what I'm saying? Or Universal food. But when I get back, y'all gonna see this before and after, okay? I'm serious about it. I'm serious. I'm serious. Like I said, I just got a car now. I have no excuses because, like I said before, it was hot, and then in Atlanta for whatever reason, for like 2 months straight, it was raining non-stop, like every day. I was like, what is going on? Global warming. Well, people don't think it's real, but it's real. And I'm like, so I wasn't able to do my walks that I was doing, and it was hot. I was just tired. Like I was like, I'm tired of being hot all the time. So, and at first I was just gonna do an at-home gym. I was gonna buy enjoy your birthday. So thank you so much. Good night. I love you. And I was gonna buy walking pad, all that stuff. But count your calories, your eating habits count. Yes, definitely. I think I'm not really eating that much, but what I will say, what I'm eating is not good. So I need to get more serious. Oh, I'm gonna do a 70. So when I get back, I'm doing the 75 hard challenge. So I'm gonna stick with, I told myself I'm not eating no fast food at all. Everything that I eat is gonna be something that came from a grocery store that I cooked. If it's fast, that means it's like a sandwich, like a turkey and cheese sandwich, or like a tuna fish sandwich, or like something like that. Or a salad. Like that would be fast if I'm not like really, really cooking. I think my issue is that I need to learn fast. I don't like meal prepping. I know a lot of y'all probably might say, "Oh, do meal prepping." I know me. I can't do meal prep. That's not gonna happen. I think my biggest thing sometimes I'm tired of cold food, and so when I get fast food, I like it hot. So I need to figure out a way to have fast food at home that I can make that's hot that I would enjoy. That would be like under 10 minutes. I don't know I think that's what I need to focus on figuring out. Meals to make under 10 minutes that's hot, that could be fast. And I think the only thing that I've come across is I used to make mini pizzas, mini naans. So I'll get naan bread, put pizza sauce, put low fat cheese, um, put spinach, mushrooms, olives, chicken, and I put it in the oven and literally only bake it in the oven for like 10, 15 minutes. That's the quickest fast food that's hot that I could think of. That I'm not doing much cooking. And that's another thing. I don't want to do much cooking. So like I'll buy like the pre already like chicken. So I don't, but that's literally the only thing I can think of. I can't think of anything else that's quick under 15 minutes, 10 preferably, but 10 under 15 minutes, that's hot. So if y'all have any, I do wraps with shrimp or turkey and cook quickly. See, my thing is I don't like shrimp, right? I hate shrimp, and it's the texture. I could eat it, but I could only do like about 3 pieces before I feel like, okay, I can't do it anymore. Same thing with lobster. I can eat it. I actually like lobster. I can eat it, but I can only take a couple of bites before I can't do it. I love crab legs. I can eat it, but after a while I'm like, okay, I can't do it anymore. I do love fish. I love salmon down, but I feel like it takes longer, like to bring it out, to season. But I do have an air fryer. Maybe I need to utilize my air fryer more and stop being lazy. I love me some salmon. I love it down. I think I eat too much of it. My wife, the chef, I married a whole chef. She makes the best, and I'm not capping, the best salmon ever. Ever. So good. It's so good. It's so good. I can't master it the way she does. I mean, I know I can probably if I cook more, eventually, but it's like I think I got spoiled because she makes it so perfect. I just be like I just want to do it. But I mean, yeah, but as long as it's not super thick cooked. Oh, really? Okay, okay. So yeah, I gotta figure it out. I gotta figure it out because something needs to give. I gotta this way. My wife is already like she already lost a lot of weight so far. But she is a chef and she's on her feet all day and she goes to the gym and she works out. So it's been working for her. For me, like I said, it's I'm not losing as much. I think I've only lost like 10 pounds so far, 15 max, but I don't weigh myself, so I can't really confirm 100% if it's 15, but I know for sure 10. It's 10. Um, and I can feel it in my clothes. And when I did, the last time I weighed myself at the doctor, I was 10 pounds lighter. So, but yeah. So yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. But yeah, when I come back, I'm doing the 75 hard. The 75 hard challenge is two workouts, two 45-minute workouts. One of them has to be outside. Um, and a gallon of water a day. I know me. I know me. That's one of my biggest struggles is my water intake. I know it's supposed to be hard, but I know me. I know I'm not gonna do a gallon, and I don't want to fail myself, right? I'm trying to accomplish this, so a half a gallon is still hard for me. But if I could do a half a gallon every day, that's still very much hard. Cause I don't. I do about quarter of a what a quarter of a gallon. That's what I could do every day. That's easy for me. So a half a gallon is pushing myself. So I'm gonna do a half a gallon every day, two 45-minute workouts. So one outside, one will be at the gym. Um, read 10 pages, post more. So y'all gonna get more content. So posting more content, but posting more long form. I do want to pivot. I love my shorts. I'm still gonna do my shorts, but I want to do more I want to pivot back. I used to do a lot of my long form content, and my celebrity fashion, like when it's events, because I feel like during events it's a lot, right? It's really it's a toll on me. Sometimes my voice get like it hurts because I'm pushing out like 20 videos back to back to back. And I think honestly, I used to be able to comment back on all of y'all comments, but I have not been able to do that because I'm just posting so much shorts. So I'm gonna stop doing that many shorts for big events like the Met Gala and the Grammys and all that stuff, like all the red carpet big events. I'm gonna do more of the sit down like I used to do. So yes, y'all might not get it at that moment, but y'all get it the next day. So like once the red carpet is done, I will record everything, sit down and record it, blah blah blah, and then upload it the next day. Um, and yeah, I used to do that all the time, and it worked. But then when shorts came about, I was like, oh, let me do these quick shorts because honestly, I didn't feel like doing my hair. I didn't feel like being on the camera. I didn't feel like doing that anymore. But I'm like, okay, you know what? I can't be lazy, right? Because to me, even though it's not lazy, but it's still lazy because, like I said, it's still a lot of time consuming doing the videos and all that stuff. I mean, sometimes I miss people, right? So if I just take my time, do all the wait till the red carpets is done, and then just do all the videos all at once, edit it, and then upload it. No wipe. Okay, friend, I love you, but I, I'm gonna be real. I can't. I don't think I can give up the white potatoes and white rice and white bread. But you know what? I'm gonna try with the white bread. I'm gonna try with the white bread. I'm gonna try. That's the one thing I want to try with. Okay. So I'm gonna do. I heard that actual sourdough is actually really really good for you. So I think even though I don't really like sourdough, I'll suck it up for that. I'll suck it up. But I'm gonna let you know now. Potatoes, rice is my biggest downfall. And I know for sure I'm not gonna give it up, but I will cut back. I will cut down. So I would like instead of having it every meal, let me try wild rice. I used to love wild rice. I don't know why I stopped eating it. Eat wild rice. I don't think I could do couscous. I tried couscous before, and I was like, it's not my thing. This is not it for me. I don't know how I feel about brown rice. I tried it before. It's not my thing. It's not my calling. I do want to try cauliflower rice and see if that's my calling. So, but I know me, I can't give up white rice full. So I eat brown rice and wild rice. Okay, that I know I can do wild rice. I've had wild rice. I love wild rice. I love it. So I will implement more of that. For sure, for sure, for sure. But you know what? Asians eat white rice all the time and they be skinny. So I feel like I don't think white rice is the devil. I just think you need to start eating more greens, like more. I think they just cook their foods. They eat their foods. You know what I'm saying? Like they eat it. They cook it and eat it. So like I really think it's more so the processed foods that gets us. The processed foods, and I eat a lot of processed food. So it's the processed food, it's the fast foods that get us a lot. I have a bad sweet tooth. And I guess that was God telling me about that what is it called? The chocolate cookie thing that they messed up. Yes, fresh veggies. Yes. Veggies, veggies, veggies. I just need your place should have a good protein, a lot of vegetables, and a little bit of carbs. You should not eliminate carbs, but it should definitely be your good sized proteins, a lot of your fiber vegetables, and a decent side of carbs, and that should be your plate. You know, I'm gonna get it together. I got this. I've been said I gotta get off this live, so I'm gonna get up this live. It's 106, 106 in part. Okay, I'm sorry, but I love y'all. I'm gonna try to do at least one more celebrity fashion spotlight video before I actually go to sleep. Uh, until next time, thank you so much.